Okay, in part one, we covered the index pages on Google, index keywords on Google, and then moving those metrics into a time chart. Part two, we're going to cover our organic search KPIs, the scorecards, how to display that information in the overall scorecards, in the annual graph, and then on the week-by-week table here. So last video, we added a data source for URL impressions. If we haven't added one for site impressions yet, you'll want to do that, and I'll show you how to do that really quick. Add a data source, come to Search Console, choose your site, and then instead of URL impression, we'll do site impression. Go ahead and go click through Add and make sure that you name it something helpful. So we already have that. Now we're going to add a chart. We're going to use scorecards. We're going to change our data source to that site impression. And then you can add, these are your available fields. You can put it in whichever order that you like. I like to kind of start from impressions. You can come up here to keep adding a chart this way, or you can just copy and paste. Clicks. That way you can make sure they line up. What do we have here? Impressions, clicks, site click-through rate, and then our average position, which I usually kind of edit this to be the abbreviation of average so that it fits nicer in our box. Now we can see how it's kind of not exactly centered. We can select all of these scorecards and come over to our style and reposition those to center. Auto, show you how to add a date filter here in just a moment. And then you can set your comparison date range to whatever your benchmark is. If there's a specific month that you started, I recommend you use that as your benchmark. Previous period or previous year. We'll do previous year on that one. So then we want to move our comparison label to the center there as well. You'll need to add a date control, which is why I like to keep this default date range as auto, which is going to be add control, date range control. We'll just put this up in our header for now until we design our template. Now you can see how that works. It'll automatically update those metrics.